Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know, my partner Albert Kim. And Albert, we heard this a few weeks ago. We've known it for a while, but it's official. Jared Calhoun is on his way to Utah.
Yeah, and we know, fans and myself and anybody who follows me knows how much I love Coach Slocum at YSU, who was before Calhoun. And I know that his record will say he did a decent job, and I understand that. But two things I will say. Number one, don't sign a 5-year contract, and don't say how much you love Youngstown, and then bolt. That's what we're going to use, bolt. Every coach is allowed to do that. Every guy in the world is allowed to do it. Just don't say you love Youngstown. It's the place for me. Say I've really enjoyed my stay at Youngstown. The kids have been really good, but if something comes up good, you never know what's going to happen. I'm figuring he might have told the AD that ahead of time. I'm hoping he did. But George, it's unusual when you sign a 5-year contract.
1 year in.
Yeah,
It doesn't appear there was a buyout.
And your head, bang.
1 year.
Your head off. Utah State's getting a guy who can really recruit, can win in the regular season. I've yet to see him do anything in the tournament, George.
First year out, first round out, home game.
Yeah, and as I say it always, take my words with a grain of salt. I'm a big Coach Slocum guy. Coach Slocum got out, but they really want to fire him. And then they give this guy $250,000 more. They give him an extra assistant. They put money into the program and say, now we're going to give you a chance to win. I always say, give Coach Slocum 1 year of that, and if he doesn't win, I think there's no doubt, get rid of him. That's fine. But don't give somebody all this, whatever you want to call it, rigmarole to win.
It's pretty much like that. You know, I always tell people, get what you can when you get there. Because once you're there, they take it for granted. It's like, what can? He won last year. He done, you know, Superbrook's done that for 30 years. They have half the scholarships. And when you say something, they say, well, we won now.
I know.
I mean, really, instead of thinking, but we could really help out
a lot.
Get to the top. And
yes.
We're top 4, top 8 now. We could be top 1 or 2.
I have heard from other coaches that Coach Calhoun's a wonderful human being.
Yeah, we don't know him.
So I don't know him. I try to get him on the show. We can get him. But I'll take that. I'll take that over anything. And it looks like he's a caring person. Utah State's used to winning, but I'll say that the coach brought in 7 new players last year. So he's going to go in.
Oh, you have to
bring in 7 new players in Utah State.
The leagues, I want to say this about the league, too, because they got way too many bids this year. It's a competitive league. I'm not sure it's worth 6 bids in the tournament that ACC gets 3.
It's not.
You understand what I'm saying?
The ACC. Yeah, it's not.
They got screwed. Either way you look at it, they got 6.
And that's why they're looking.
And they were all out in the first round.
That's why they're looking. It was because of this league, the Mountain West, that they're looking at the new whatever, the 5 or 6 words they use to bring teams in and say, we got to look at this.
And don't forget, that put $12 million in the coffers.
Yes.
$2 million per team. They had 16 million. One of them made the second round.
San Diego
State. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're a national team now, San Diego State. But as you said, the point isn't that they're pretty good. It's that, you know, you're going to have to retool there. The way it looks, everyone is getting new guys every year. No one's playing with like a pat hand. Like
0.
Duke's the only one, and that's because enough of them leave. And even then, they'll find they won't be able to do that.
Yeah, Utah State this past year, though, the coach made a great move, and then moved on quickly.
Yeah.
Because he brought in a whole new team.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it, George. I hate it.
It's not.
I despise it.
But
it's here to stay.
We talk about it. I think at some point the wells are going to run dry because here's my thought on it. Like, say I have $20,000, and I used to give it to the library every year. It's the same $20,000. If I give it to football, the library doesn't get it.
Right.
If I give it to the library, the football, I think at some point, now remember, I don't know when that'll be, but when I hear the Ohio State coach say he needs $13 million to keep it going, I think we're going to get to the point where the school pays them.
So do I.
And what it will do, it will knock those salaries way down.
Yeah, I think out of the budgets, the TV budget.
Excuse me. There's enough.
That's what the money is enormous from the TV budgets.
I heard what Notre Dame's getting next year. I think they're getting $80 million
for 1 year.
and they're not in the conference. They have their own deal with NBC.
Yeah, so they can find $4 million out of $80 million to divvy up for the sports.
But here's the problem with that too. Look at this. The two highest paid athletes are Bronny James, who is a 4-point per game man, and Shedeur Sanders. We really don't know how good he is because, with his dad just talking 24/7. We'll find out when he goes to the pros because he's going to try to handpick where he lands, so he doesn't land like the kid from Alabama and turn into
Look like he can't
target
play.
practice.
Right.
You're right. We agree on that. Okay, how about East Liverpool? Jake Smith. No, first game.
Yeah, that's we're going to highlight kids now around the area that put up outstanding performances.
Yes.
And right off the bat, Jake Smith had a no-hitter over 5 innings, striking out 7, and champions coaching legend Cheryl Weaver won her 500th win. We've covered a lot of kids on Champion. That girls program's unbelievable. Because we made a good point. You don't even start thinking that to a certain number. You just coach.
500 and 119 is not too bad.
They've been on a show the last 5 or 6 years, highlighted by great pitchers.
And then Smith, no walks. I like that early in the season. I like that.
Yeah, that is true. That's what you try to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
think. But no, if she's going 500 and 119, obviously that's pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable record. 21st in Ohio high school history to reach 500.
Pretty good too.
Yeah, it's longevity and good players. And the longevity occurs, by the way, and I just read about somebody from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania today about the same thing. The coach of Chambersburg, PA, said, the reason I kept coaching is I couldn't give up a team because I was going to keep winning. Yeah. Well, I think Coach Weaver will say, I kept coaching. I'm thinking
more girls coming.
Yeah,
we'll be good again next year.
I'm going to keep winning.
Nobody leaves a great team usually.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
honest.
Yeah,
most guys
that's the fact
they'll
I'm saying.
stay till their kids out or I hate to say it, the good players are gone.
Yeah, if you see it, I've said coaches lasted 25, 30, 40 years. That's because they were good. It's hard to last 7 years in a row winning 6 games.
Yeah, not only that, you take the other side of that, they wouldn't have lasted. They'd either run them out or or all the umpires in the stands. They'd either run them out or, as you say, you'd retire. But I don't know. I thought about it. I didn't think, I always felt this way, and they said it with teaching also. You knew when it was time. I never had even a thought that I would do it again. Never even a thought.
Yeah, I know. I taught you
because I knew what it involved. Don't get me wrong. Friday night's fun. You yell a little bit, you clap, but man, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then in the summer, June. I remember being at the Burger King in Butler, reading one of those bargain bulletins by myself at 20 till 10 at night, because my guys played baseball. So we had to work out about 8:30, or I couldn't get them in there.
Right.
And Albert, there comes
you
a
don't
time.
want to be at Burger King right now at 8:30.
I don't want to be at Burger King at 8:30. I might be asleep in the chair, but I'm not going to be at Burger King.
Well, we talked about Mr. Smith. Jake Smith had no-hitter. We also had some local kids in basketball that got some awards.
Yeah.
Duncan Moy, first team All-State from Badger.
Well
Congratulations.
done, buddy.
Nick Ryan, second team. Congratulations.
Yep.
And Jaden Payne, also second team. In girls, we had four players, second team. Congratulations to Sophia Gregory, West Banch, Crescus, Addison Rhodes, Southern Locals, Ashley Schrodes, and Badgers, Katie Rexa. Finish it up, Jamaican Brunkard, third team, all state. Congratulations to all you people that worked hard to get those awards. You just don't get those awards.
You know my line.
Hand it to you.
This ain't Rhode Island.
Yes.
That is a big state, and you kids should be proud of yourself. And it's an honor because it's not easy. Everybody, there was a line the other day, the Oakland coach, and I've heard this line before, but it really hit home because he's doing it with a small budget. And, he has these kids, his expectations for them every day with their strength work, their agility, 300 shots. And what he basically said is, we've heard it said different ways, but the short version is, Everybody wants to be great till they see what it takes.
Yeah, true.
It's easy. I remember I know I've told this story. Albert, we had a young girl. She was transferring from the Christian school to the public school, one of the biggest in Pennsylvania, maybe second or third biggest. And her dad said, Al, what do you think? Al looked right in her eye and he said, are you willing to get up at 6:30 in the morning and run and live? She looked at him. He said, stay where you are. I'll never forget it.
You fans, listen to this. We're talking to you. George and I are talking to you
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
George used to tell our kids we worked out. I wish I could snap my fingers.
Yeah, because I'd be in the
Because
chair
I would-
right now and I'd just say, you're all good.
You're really good. We'll sit in the chair.
Yeah.
No, we
No,
were working
no,
them out
no,
for an hour
no.
hard, super hard.
Hard.
They were going super hard.
Yeah.
They all became really good players because they did it.
Yeah.
Not with us, but on
No.
their own.
Yes.
We go over an hour, teach them what to do.
A lot of all-staters, a lot of 1,000-point scores, but we didn't do it. They took
we taught
what
them,
we
yeah.
taught them and ran with it. That's the secret. That's
It's everything.
You know, and what happens in these schools today, see, it's all different. When I started, you were a little bit later, but not much. You could stay and shoot. Now the girls are coming in. You
Oh, yeah.
can't stay and
No,
shoot.
You got to find something.
Now the guys are coming in. In other words, it's not like it was back in the day. Like you have to really work at
gotta
this
find it.
game.
You
Yeah,
gotta find a
you've
place.
got to find it.
You do. You have to find a
And
place.
you know the playgrounds are dead.
Yeah, you have to find something on
No.
your own and
No.
get it done.
No.
But there's a lot of excuses that you can't find.
No, we don't want
It
any.
takes one.
No. One to do it.
Because I want to do it. I want to be there. That's the way it works. And you see, when you see these players playing,
Yeah.
that,
These guys that shoot the ball like that, you know, Albert, how many hundreds and thousands of shots that I'm not going to say shoot either. I'm going to say made.
well, the Sears kid from Alabama shot 19% as a freshman. And the Oates coach said, listen,
Yeah.
you're going to have, he went out and made 15,000 shots
Yeah.
in the offseason.
That'll do it.
And now I still have to keep doing it because I know and now he's one of the best three-point shooters in the country.
Don't let him
That's the way
open.
it happens. No, that's the way it happens. And what can I say?
No. And we
There's
know.
no other way.
No, and I don't care if it's playing the guitar,
Whatever it
the
is.
violin, you better practice and you better, at some point you have to love it. Like that's the one thing that I think, I see that I really am shocked about in the NFL and the NBA in particular. Not all of them, some were just blessed.
They say it too.
Yeah.
They say it out loud.
Yeah.
That half the players in the NFL don't love it.
Like my buddy said the other day, he loves Troy Polamalu. He says, would he come back and coach? I said, no, he doesn't like the game. He'll tell you he doesn't watch it, doesn't like it at all.
Think about that.
And he was one of the greats.
Oh, for sure.
You know, now most of them don't. They eat, drink it. Like Kobe Bryant, he ate, drank, and
Well,
slept.
that's why he was great.
Yeah, yeah, he
He
put
took
the time.
he took
yeah.
his natural ability
yeah.
and took it to another level.
You can see why he and Shaq had problems.
Shaq didn't do that at
Shaq's
all.
eating pizza, and and Kobe's looking at him thinking, if I was that size.
My favorite story about them is, remember, these are great stories that George and I know. Shaq walked in the door and looked in the gym, and Kobe was practicing without a ball.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Shaq
what's he
said,
doing?
I waited and waited. It was a half hour later. He's still doing it. Finally, I walked in and said, what are you doing? He said, I've been here an hour and a half doing this. Shaq said, I wouldn't waste one second going to the gym without a ball.
I know. Yeah, and he wouldn't.
Without a ball,
And you
he
could tell the way he shot fouls. That's like the other night. Honestly, I was embarrassed for that kid from Houston.
Well,
No,
that
I
poor
don't
boy-
know what he
that
has
poor
to
young
do.
man cannot shoot
No, I don't know if he
Go
needs to
underhand.
shoot old
Go
McCluskey.
underhand, yeah.
Absolutely.
Go underhand.
You know, they asked Shaq, he said it wasn't cool. I said, I'd rather make him than be cool.
Yes.
Because you'll be cooler if you make them.
And that's give me a championship.
Yeah, but anyhow, what I noticed was when you say that, like Jerry West used to make a move, shot fake go, shot fake rip, but he wouldn't shoot it because he knew if he got to the spot, he could make it. Now that's some confidence too, but that's how good he was. Let's talk Final Four. It's set. The darling is NC State. What are they, 11?
Yes, they were 11.
No question. They're on a 9-game win streak. Understand if they lost any one of them, even the final, they would not have been in the championship
Had to win every
because they
one.
wouldn't have gotten into the tournament. They had to win, and you have to. And hey, by the way, they're red hot now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh baby.
They're playing great.
Oh
Because
baby.
their scores tell you. They're not winning by 1 point at the buzzer.
No.
They're winning. And I had thought they had a close game with Louisville. Then George said, no, it was against Virginia. Virginia up five with 2 shots.
He won't
and,
foul
And
either.
shooting a 2-shot foul. Virginia misses both free throws.
Yeah.
They go down and probably make 3. Now, so now they're down 2. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Kid makes 1 free throw for Virginia. George,
I know, you got to foul.
foul him.
We've been through this.
But NC State said they didn't foul me. The kid banks it in. I know they said he banked it. Can you
was
believe
lucky.
he banked it?
Guess what? They're playing for the title
Now
Saturday.
they're still playing.
And you know what? There's been enough of these scenarios. Al and I have lived long enough. We've seen, oh, that's the JV game, NC State. Oh, it is against Houston. It was a JV game. Houston and Louisville was the title
We
game.
remember.
Someone forgot to tell Valvano.
We remember. NC State had no chance against
No
Houston.
chance.
No chance.
Why even do it?
Yeah.
54-52 if you want to check. By the way, they needed to win it to get in, and they did.
Now they're on a streak that is
9 games.
There's no fluke now.
No.
I mean,
You don't
I've
want to play
watched their
them.
games,
What are you doing with that lefty? What are you doing with him?
You're doing 0 with them.
Because you can't reach around him. It's physically impossible.
And he set him up with some shooters around him, so you can't go double team every
He
time.
knows how to kick it well, by
Good
the way.
passer.
If you run down on him,
He's a good passer.
he throws a bullet to the wing. And the other thing, too, with him, the natural lefty, you're just used to playing righties. I don't care what they say. This isn't in any of the books. This isn't in any of the how-tos. I just know that it's harder to guard a lefty because most everyone you play is a righty.
You know how many times I said to my players, do you know
Yeah.
he's a lefty?
He's turning that right
He's
shoulder
going to turn the other way.
every time.
Yeah.
And even Edie needs a lot of work going to that right shoulder.
He doesn't have anything.
As good as he
has nothing
is,
going that way.
no.
Always
He
always
needs a
moves on
jump,
my shoulder.
and he throws the ball at the basket. It's not a bank or a swish. It's those ones that just lay there.
Yes.
Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. That game, I don't think you and I have seen a game that's going to be more dependent on the whistle with those two monsters.
I don't know how they're going to call it. I have no idea.
Because they're either going to
They're
both
call
foul out or
Yeah.
neither.
Yes.
No.
It's impossible.
And it's been proven you can't get near Edie. You know, he only had 1 foul again yesterday. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he doesn't get fouled. He does.
Yeah.
He got scratches.
Oh, yeah.
But he fouls too.
Yeah, he's just so big.
Doesn't get any fouls.
He's just so
No,
big.
it 1 foul now.
I know.
He, Purdue, they're on the revenge tour, obviously. We talked about that. They're a much different team. These guys that won Indiana Mr. Basketball changed their whole behavior because that boy could shoot in the clutch.
Yeah, you need some shooters around him.
Yeah.
You-
The kid from Butler
what-
couldn't shoot it. We knew it.
Yeah.
And it ended up costing him his
Yeah, you
spot.
get. They're very similar. That they have a post player that everything goes through. Just the opposite of the pros.
Complete
Both
opposite.
teams throw the ball.
Everyone's offense runs through an end of the guards.
Yes.
Inside,
Every single
out.
one of
We
them.
always called that. Coach
Every single one of
Slaughter
them.
was good. Let me ask you, the other thing about that, too. You're looking at these guys. You can't guard them with one guy.
I wouldn't.
When you run down on
I
them.
try.
I mean, from different, not the same spot
Yeah, I
every
try.
time.
I
You
would
can't,
try.
you can't. I was watching the other day. They were guarding this guy with one, and I'm like, what do they think's
But
going to
once
change?
again, I will say it again.
If you're
I
jumping.
wouldn't. I'm gonna say to you. You want to know you have a chance against Connecticut or Purdue? Play zone.
Yeah, just see what they do. Yeah, just see.
Why won't
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
please?
At least for possession.
I need to know if they can make 5 threes in a row.
Yeah.
I know they don't. Play
And the
zone.
other, hey, how about this too? Out of bounds underneath. You're going to give up a screen to
Play
screen or
zone.
layup. I watched the other night and I thought to myself, do these guys realize
Mahan never gave a basket up underneath the basket.
Never.
He played that 2-3 zone. They had to throw the ball
All the way to
back in the
half
backcourt.
court. And he was ready. Okay, here we
I
go.
know.
No.
No one will play zone. They'll just keep
No.
playing that defense over
I don't
and
know if
over.
they think it's a badge of honor or what, but if you're going to lose, there's no honor.
There's no honor.
No, we talked about that, but well, we thought the same. We didn't watch the game together. We thought the same. 40 points for Edie. We talked about it. You can't do it. Alabama. Now, nobody picked the Tide.
I did.
Did you really?
got 'em in the final.
You got them in the final?
Yes.
Boy, you're the only one. You know the game that
I had them before.
You know the game that was
I poured
crazy?
loss right away.
You know what the crazy game was, though? That Grand Canyon game. They were down, and then all of a sudden it turned into.
That's how they play, though.
So you got to
understand?
watch them. Up 8 or down 8, it's the same.
If there's a team that can beat Connecticut, it's Alabama because they're going to shoot from the same spot every time. Just think if they get hot and hit
23s.
Yes.
Oh, no.
See, that's one of those things because they can lose by 42 and miss
They don't-
them.
I
but
get
that,
it.
But that's the way they play. And it's not like because that's the way to play Connecticut. Don't throw the ball inside. Shoot threes, and it's all Alabama does.
There's no reason to throw it inside.
No, none.
Because those idiots, they're going to
They're
smack.
going to smack against the
They're gonna
board.
smack. Hey, here's the best thing, too. We were talking about this the other day. we're doing our radio show, and somebody said, "Well, who would you take?" I said, "Who would you take? They've won 15 straight on a neutral floor. You just
Yeah,
go
if
to
you
the
don't take
window.
Connecticut, you're
You just
stupid.
go to the window. You don't ask the point spread.
No.
You don't
We
ask.
said it.
Just go to the window.
It's an
That was
automatic.
16 straight, and I flipped. I was watching the Lone Ranger or something. I had the game on one TV, the other one I was flipping. It was 2 points.
Went to 32 quick.
I turned it back on. I said, "That's gonna be." I figured I'd change it. You know, it was a replay or something. They were up 30.
Yeah, so
Now wait.
30 straight points.
Now here's the thing. It's
You never heard
scary.
that before.
And here's what's
How many
scary.
timeouts did the guy have? You know that?
You'd have 7.
See, that's the other thing. They
Yeah.
don't believe using timeouts.
No. They wait for that 4 minute.
That media timeout.
No.
They already got 16 points in a row.
No,
before
no, it's deathly. And then the other thing too, you look at that and you think to yourself, they only had 3 or 4 threes.
They're not shooting threes going well at all.
No.
2 for 22. They're
That's
not
what
shooting
I'm
threes. well.
saying.
And what I say again,
Yeah.
play
Yeah. See what
zone.
just see what they do. Hey, if you're down 14-0, change it.
Play zone.
You can always go-
see if they can make
See,
threes.
and the other thing too, with a shot clock, you don't have to worry about them holding the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
See, we had to worry about them holding the
Yeah,
ball. No, I know. I agree.
That's the formula I would try. Now, I could get beat by 30, but I'm not going to
Yep.
play man against them because Connecticut runs the best man offense in the country.
No, they do.
got guys
They
going
got
everywhere.
guys moving.
No.
They get guys
Yes.
moving. Hey, the women's game, we go to tape whenever they're playing, but there's a huge game Monday night. You have a replay of the title game.
I'm going to watch that one.
I don't watch many women's games, but I will make an exception. I will watch Iowa and LSU. Big blip in their 20. See, these are the kind of things that just can't happen. I blame the
Directors of the
I blame the bow ties for everything.
Yeah, the
I blame them for the sun not shining.
Right.
I don't like bow ties.
Right.
But the point is, the lines have to. In case you're wondering, they were playing at a place just for this, and the 3-point line. Someone noticed from up above. They said they're not equal.
True.
And they went out, and the coach said, "Look, we're going to play now."
That's the
But it
most
can't
amazing
happen.
thing
It
that
can't
that
happen. Same with the girl that had the degree.
That's why I know the women's game ain't where it's supposed to be.
No.
That-
Can't happen. No. I guarantee the baskets will be right Saturday at that
Oh,
tournament.
no. They're measured right now.
Absolutely. They get the level out. But no, think about it, Albert. You know, what would your choice be but not to play? They
wouldn't
didn't. They
play.
couldn't.
They were ready to play. They had
They
to
couldn't retape.
Oh, is that unbelievable?
But anyway, it can't happen. Same with the lady that had the degree.
yes.
That can't happen.
And that's now 2 blips.
No. The 2 big blips.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you agree. And we will say that the coaches agreed to play.
Yeah, they did. So let's get through this.
Let's play. And it was only in the one end. Oh, by the way, they shot better at the other one. They shot the one that was wrong.
They shot better there.
So much for that.
Think about that.
Al and I were playing. We ran camps for years, and one time they played with a girls' ball the first half, or the girls played with a guys' ball with something.
They didn't even know.
And we said, "That's your own fault."
They didn't even know.
There were a million balls there.
They picked that one out.
Yeah, you picked the one. Don't blame me and Al. Nope. I was just waiting for lunch. I wasn't worried.
Well, the Iowa LSU game, 2 things. Clark is such a great player
Yeah.
that 2 things stand out. Number 1, they don't talk about her passing.
Oh, no.
She's a tremendous passer.
And the coach said at LSU today.
Oh, did?
Yes,
I
she
didn't
said,
see it.
she's not just a shooter.
No, but the number 2 is she cries too much.
No, we're tired of it.
So I got a great thing about her and a bad
can't-
thing.
I can't.
She's the great passer, makes her team better, which is what you want to do.
Yep.
But on the other side, will you please shut up?
Please. What did her dad tell her? Shut
I
up.
want to tell her.
But when her own father tells her, you know how bad it is. And the cussing, listen, I grew up in a bar room. My father, I know every word. I know them as nouns, pronouns, adjectives. I can use that word in ways nobody
They
knows.
can too.
Yeah, but my point is, Caitlin, you have 3,000 little girls
yeah,
there
keep it
holding signs saying,
parking
"We
lot.
love you,
Keep
Caitlin."
it in the parking lot.
Please use that at the
Mommy,
Burger King
hey,
or
Mommy,
something.
does
What's
that-
she
does she
saying,
hear,
Mom?
Mommy?
What's that mean?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it means she can't control herself. Is
Oh,
what it means.
my.
And they're going to rough her up. She better, if she think, I guarantee she's getting roughed up tonight.
Oh, when you play LSU in South Carolina,
Absolutely. Absolutely. We think of saying, hey, MLB, Pirates and Indians, ba-boom.
not the Indians. They
Well, they
lost
got two,
Oakland.
but they
lost
won. But
Oakland.
they won. Hey,
No.
Albert.
They lost Oakland.
No. 2 out of 3. They'll
lost
take 2 out of 3 all year.
Oh, yeah, but not to
No.
Oakland.
No, well,
You got to be.
but you know how that works.
We're happy though.
You know how it works in basketball. You know how it works in
I don't care.
baseball. You're going to win that
You're
one
see
out
so
of
many
3.
sweeps against Oakland in that this year.
They're still going to win 50.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. We need 50. Good way to go.
But
Playing
those
the
red
A's.
hot, though.
Oh, no, they're red hot. 4 wins in Miami, behind by 5 runs the first inning, behind 2 of the games. Bednar gave up a homer. They come back to win. That's when you know you're resilient.
So it's pretty crazy right now how they started hitting the ball. And we'll see if they can keep hitting like
And
they
you know,
are.
we said it. You and I both said the key of that team, Hayes.
Yeah, he's an all-star.
He started hitting last
He's an
year.
all-star.
About what,
Just
July, August?
Yeah. The whole last month, 3 months of the season. This is not like a joke.
And I noticed he's starting to be built more like his father.
Oh, yeah, he got
He
stronger.
was a skinny kid.
Yeah.
Someone got him in the weight
All-star.
room.
Because he's always been a great fielder.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
All-star.
you're right. And like I said, I'll say it for the A's. I'll say it for I'll say it for the Pirates. I'll say it for Miami. 4 wins out of 4.
Oh, no,
is hard.
Miami's different. Miami's not like Oakland.
Oh, no, but I'm saying it's tough. And we said this. You can lose it
No doubt.
in April. You go 8-32.
You're out.
You're done. Now, you can't win it.
Yes.
And
Nobody said you
probably-
could win it, but you could definitely lose it.
No.
No question about it.
No.
Back to the Buccos.
Yeah.
They get lucky. You understand? They got stuck with Henry Davis playing catcher.
Yeah.
I watched him catch George. It looks no different than any other catcher.
catcher.
They made it tough.
He can't frame.
He can't.
Yeah, really. I mean, no.
I can't.
Hey, and by the way, he can run.
He can run and hit. No, he's a first-round draft choice.
I know.
They were trying to make him into a right fielder.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
been a catcher since he was
They're
first
just-
grade.
there's no plan down there. I'll say it.
Well, there's no plan in the major leagues because they think Hedges can play because he can frame the ball.
Yeah.
They give him $4 million to frame a ball.
Yeah,
He can't hit 140.
No, take the 4 and put it toward Snell.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, by the way, early dividend Soto wins the Yankees. You know they don't need too much help. but-
They usually don't beat Houston either.
No,
They
that's
took him out.
They swept them, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
Now, Al and I have a better idea. We don't like the runner on second.
Oh, do we hate that?
But how about I'm willing to compromise.
Good job. I'm not.
Play the 10th, regular.
Then take him out, huh? Then put a guy on
Then
second.
if it doesn't work, that way we're all happy.
This boy's not happy that way.
Yeah,
This boy
you
wants
bet.
to play the 18th.
Well, how about you looked out and you thought a guy got a hit?
True story.
Yeah.
True story.
You're wired for.
Well, baseball the way it's been for
Yeah.
80 years.
Now, the NBA's coming down 2 weeks left. April 16th.
Are the Lakers Warriors going to make it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, they're going
both
to
gonna
make it.
make
They're
it.
going
Yeah,
to make
the
it.
Warriors
okay.
are 2 up.
Then that's
now, but-
dangerous then. Okay. Number
You know
two,
what,
number
man?
2 and number 3 are saying, wait a minute, we're playing the Lakers and the Warriors.
Well, you know what though? They 10-9. One of them's out.
Yeah, they have to be.
One of them's out right away.
So, they have to
plays
play each
9.
other.
Right now.
Wow.
Right now, the
Wow.
Lakers are like 2 out of 6. So they're
They
pushing
could end up
hard.
down there, okay.
They're pushing
Okay.
hard. But you know what? That West is so skewed between Phoenix not playing well and the Clippers not.
You never know.
So,
Never know
someone's
who's
going
gonna
to
play.
first round and go, oh my
Out.
God, we got them.
Yeah.
You know, you got Minnesota and Oak City up top with Denver.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're like that, of course.
I still got to take Denver.
Hey, dream on it.
No, forget him.
Just get him out.
That's the best thing I can say about this show.
Get him out.
I don't want to spend another breath on him.
Get him out. Just get him out.
Yeah.
Now I got to tell you, I saw something I haven't seen. You know, Luke had like 32 at half, which we've seen him do, but we haven't seen what this was. He had like 47, 18, and 16. But Albert, I've never seen this. He shot fake and pivoted, and the guy kind of left his feet out. He reached around him from the three-point line and threw it underhanded into the basket.
1 and 2.
Of course it went in. That man, he can score. Put it
He's
that
a scoring
way.
machine.
He
He
can
can
score.
do
that
everything
way.
offensively.
Triple-double
Just
against the
defensively.
Cavs. By the way, the Nuggets are 15-0 when Jokic has a triple-double.
And he'll have them all in the playoffs.
Yeah. How about this? He is so great, it only pays $175 for a triple-double.
Yeah, they can't give me any money. They can't give me any money.
Can't give you any money because he gets it every game.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It is just amazing. And LeBron had a monster game with 9 threes. Now, God
Well, when
bless-
he's shooting the ball like that, there's nothing you can do.
No, because he's going to
Because he's so strong that he's.
But how about this, though? 20 years.
I know. That's his strength. We said it on the show before. Many times we said it.
No, everybody wants
His
down.
conditioning is amazing.
No, everybody wants
But-
down. Okay, we're done. Real quick. Enfeld goes to SMU. You think he'll miss Bronny and his dad? I hear you laughing. That's enough. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.